Hi, boys and girls. Happy snow day. I hope you guys are out having fun. A couple of people have emailed me asking for help with how they make their Google Sheets. And since we're not in school, I wanted to give you guys a chance to work on it if you wanted to. So, what I did in my folder, in the opinion poll folder, I went to my folder. So, you would go to your folder and create a new Google Sheet. And so once I did that, I got this and I just put my data in. I put it all on one sheet. If you want multiple sheets, you can just go here and duplicate a sheet or hit plus to add a new sheet. I have all my data on one sheet. So to start out, I'm going to make a chart with just the data for my adults. So my first question is, how many times a year do you go to the movies? And I'm going to do data just the adults. So I'm going to highlight the choices on the left and the data on the right. And then I'm going to go to Insert Chart. And it's going to create a chart with the data I selected. So I could have a bar graph, a vertical bar graph, a horizontal bar graph, a pie chart. You've got some different line plots and histograms and all sorts of different choices here. To me, this data makes sense for a bar graph, and I can customize my bar graph here by giving it a title. How many times a year do you go to the movies? And you can see that it's coming up there. You can change your fonts, change the color. Say I wanted it in red. I wanted it bold or not. So you can play with it different ways like that. And then I can look here at my data. And since I'm only comparing one thing right now, I don't really need a legend here on the right. And I'll show you when you would use the legend in a minute. So I'm just going to hit none because this is all adults. And I should probably put this in my title here. Okay. So, and I could change the font if I wanted to. Not many choices on these fonts. So then I'm going to go here to the axis, and I'm going to start with my horizontal axis going here. And this is times each year. Number of times each year. And then I'm going to hit left vertical, and going up the left side, I have number of people that pick that. And I want my data to go 0 to, the way they did 10 was fine. Let's say I wanted it 0, the minimum, 9, the maximum. It would kind of change it a little more like that. I'm going to go ahead and keep it the way it was, 0 to 10, just because I liked the look of that. You can, once again, change things here too. You can change your series formatting. Let's say I didn't want mine to be blue. I wanted it to be purple. Okay, so you do have some choice in customizing your graph the way you want it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just click Insert, and I can kind of throw it down here. Now, if I wanted to do this same kind of graph but compare the two, I would highlight both sets of data. Okay, and then Insert Chart. And so now you can see we've got adults and kids, which for a bar graph, I like that a lot better to compare. Okay, so I forgot to hit customize, so I'm going to go back in by clicking advanced edit. And the title is times a year you visit the movies. And I do need a legend now because I have adults and kids. So I'm going to keep all that the same. My horizontal axis is going to be number of times. And my left vertical axis is going to be number of people. And that's looking good. I'm going to look at my columns, my adults here. I'd rather my adults be in purple. And then I'm going to have my kids be in light blue because I just like that better. So now when I update my chart, for this kind of thing, I feel like this chart really shows it better than just seeing one at a time. So I like that chart better. So I'm going to go back in here, and let's say I wanted to change this one to a pie chart. I could do that. Okay, and then you could see differences. You'd have to play with the customization of the labels too. But I hope this helps you a little bit. And maybe tomorrow I can make another video with another kind of chart.